send your Holy Spirit to enlighten our minds and inflame our hearts with a deeper and greater love for you. Give us wisdom and knowledge and understanding, so that whatever we do always for your greater honor and glory.
The other graduate served as both a team leader and a group leader for the Challenge Club. She was a 3-year letter winner in volleyball, editor-in-chief for the school yearbook for her junior and senior year, winner of the Semper Altius Award her freshman year and the Apostolic Award her junior year. She was the first Pinecrest Homecoming Queen and recipient of the Leaders of Tomorrow. She plans on attending Belmont Abbey, where she's already been accepted, and studying the medical field. And she was also accepted to 2 other schools and received academic scholarships to both institutions. A month or so, and we're just delighted to have with us Kathleen Flanagan.
Well, I just want to thank Mrs. Wilson for giving me the opportunity to come and give my testimony tonight to you all. When I began high school my freshman year, and we started, talking about colleges really vaguely, my mom asked me, one day just out of the blue, have you ever thought about, being a coworker? And I said, no way, Mom. No, it's not going to happen. She's like, okay. She never asked me again. And I just was sitting there, and all of a sudden I just felt something say, what about being a coworker? And I was like, no. Could I really do that? I don't think so. That's not for me. And I kind of just set it aside. I wasn't freaking out when I thought about it, but I was like, I don't think so. And then the following week, I had spiritual direction, and I was telling my spiritual guide, I don't know where I'm going to go to college. I have these places, but I don't know. And I said, it's really strange because this weekend I felt something asking me, what about being a coworker, but I don't know if I can do that. And she said, Kathleen, that's really funny because I was going to invite you to be a coworker this following year. I was like, oh, really? That's funny. I want you to give something to me before you do something for yourself. And I was like, oh, that's really hard. I don't think I really want to do that. And I just remember that day I was like, okay, but I think I can do that. So I remember telling my mom, my parents and I, we didn't talk about it. It was totally my decision. And I remember telling my mom, we got in the car, I realized you never tell your parents a really big decision while you're driving. So luckily we're still in the school parking lot, but I said, you know what, Mom? I don't think I'm going to go to college next year. She's like, huh? I think I'm going to be a coworker. What? We almost ran into the stop sign, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I won't ever tell you anything that big again. And I was, so I made this decision, and I just told my family, and I didn't know how my friends were going to react, because those are the same friends that we kind of avoided the coworkers. Didn't really want to talk to the coworkers, so I was like, what are my friends going to say when I tell them? And so I remember I told a couple of my really close friends first, and I said, I'm not going to college next year. And one of my really good friends looked at me and she said, you're going to be a coworker, aren't you? At that retreat, I just told her again, my light from that was, if I want to love, I'm going to have to suffer. Because without suffering, how can I show love to others? And so I didn't know how I was going to do that this year, but I knew it was going to be a difficult year for me. And so, it was Sunday. I remember Sunday, and that was my light. And I told my spiritual guide, I said, I think, if I want to love, I'm really going to have to suffer this year. And she just smiles at me, and I'm like, she knows where I'm going. And she just smiled, and that night we went to dinner. And then, we went to Mass. And then right after Mass, our director just comes up and says, we have some news for you girls. You need to head to the conference room. I was like, somebody died, something bad happened. Because we weren't expecting them. All our destinations came early. And so we go to the conference room, and she just smiles at us. And she's like, I have your destinations, and we all just started screaming and we were going crazy. And so she said, what should I do first, going out of the country or staying in the States? And everybody's like, out of the country, out of the country. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. You know, but even so, I was just so happy to go because I know I was doing this for Christ. This is all for Him, not for me. And so I know I cannot wait to go see the girls that I'm going to work with this year, even if they're savages. I know they're going to be they're middle school girls, so we'll see how it goes. I really want to thank you for letting me come up here and speak. And please keep me in your prayers tomorrow evening as I leave for my destination. Thank you.